a great public meeting in Kiskunhalas at the Esusto Fishing Center. Here is the first day. Let's get started.
I wish everyone a nice good morning.
After my short greeting, we started eating the lexo. The programs have started. First, our colleague Gábor Sipos gave a short, but all the more interesting and informative presentation about method feeder fishing. He was followed by our teammates Tibor Chuvari and Dennis Fias, who shared their very interesting tips on mixing method pellets with the audience. No matter how simple it may seem to prepare a method pellet, since it apparently only requires water, a bit of flavoring, and then you just cast it in. But in competition conditions, you can really see just how many subtle little tricks there are that can make such a mix even more effective. This is what the guys were talking about, and the audience watched them with great interest.
Extremely sticky.
Serious professional debates arose with the expert audience, for example, about the feeding habits of carp.
Carp feed all year round. That's 100% certain.
Okay, all right, we believe that, but let's not just show it in theory, let's demonstrate it in practice as well. My colleagues didn't need any more encouragement. Immediately, each of them had the guests catch their first fish using the method they were responsible for. Our colleagues, Tamas Erdeli and Tamas Hasko, demonstrated the PVA bag technique to those interested, and of course, by casting the prepared packs, they were able to catch their first beautiful carp with them. The lovely family standing next to me came from Sekuljudvarheli in Transylvania. How far did you travel to get here to us?
Well, around 540 kilometers.
Come closer.
He right here. You know, in Romania they say fishing one way, but as you know, in Hungary we say it differently. Fishermen, don't forget, use nets while anglers use fishing rods. But I know that in Romania, that's how they often say it. And I'm asking that young man, how many years have you been fishing? How old were you when you first held a fishing rod in your hand?
4.
You were 4 years old, and now you're going to be 8, right? Well, when I started fishing, I was 8 years old too. He's just as much of an old hand as you, but you already have a 4-year head start on us. And if I understand correctly, you said that neither you nor your dear wife fish, so only your son fishes in the family.
Yes.
But you support him.
Support him. Yes, we try to support him.
Well, that's the right attitude, by the way. And why do you see potential in fishing? And why don't you, for example, forbid him from doing it?
Well, I think so, that it's not just TV and phones, but so he can be out in the fresh air. Of course, it's a much better form of entertainment than television or the phone.
That's a really good attitude. And when your son goes fishing, you go with him too. The whole family is there with him by the water. It's a perfect way for the family to bond and a great family activity when it comes to fishing.
Yes, well, now I've come to like it too, so I enjoy it. At first, I honestly wasn't really into fishing at all, to be perfectly frank.
The child taught her how to cast.
I'm giving it a try. Now I've bought myself a rod too.
When I started fishing, no one in my family fished. I was the first, and my father became a fisherman because of me. So it wasn't my father who taught me, but I taught my father how to fish. Your son is similar, so he'll teach you and get the whole family into it.
Yes, we'll try.
Thank you so much for being here. Have a good fishing trip.
Thank you very much to the Institute.
Many people were eagerly waiting for the chance to try out the new carbo pole rods, and they were amazed to discover the incredible flexibility and strength of these excellent fishing tools and how much excitement even catching a smaller carp can bring. Our colleague Zoard Bursky gave an interesting presentation on light spinning fishing so that not everything would be just about carp fishing. But the main point is that everything the audience heard could be tried out on the small lake, and they even managed to catch a few smaller and larger predators with this method. Your little boy is fishing extremely skillfully. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
How old is he?
He is 6.5 now.
6.5 years old, already experienced at fishing.
He started when he was 3.
Wow. But is there anyone else in the family who fishes besides him?
Me, I'm the fanatic, yes. I wouldn't say I'm the most professional, but I really love fishing. Whenever we could, we always took the opportunity, and I think it's kind of a family tradition or a pastime. I don't know. And he wanted to do it too.
One thing's for sure, he's very talented. I can see it in his movements, the way he does it, the way he plays the fish. This isn't his first fish anymore.
No, it's not.
And is the pole rod his favorite method, or what does your son prefer to fish with?
Now, yes, this is precisely what he has indeed gotten into. This is truly how he wants to fish. So far, he tried feeder fishing. He started with spinning because that's pretty active for him. You know, classic fishing just wasn't really his thing. So this feeder fishing just didn't suit him. It wasn't active enough. Then later he asked for a match rod, so he got a match rod. He realized that he really likes float fishing. This summer at Lake Balaton, He started catching small fish with a 4-meter whip rod and decided that
Oh, here's the next fish. Look.
he would try to catch bigger fish with this whip rod as well. And that's where we are right now.
He's very skilled. Hats off to him, really. And I'm very glad that you all support and help him with fishing.
Of course, I help out too. Dodica usually gives me her rod and says, Mom, if we buy you a pink rod, wouldn't you go fishing? So I regularly go with them.
Where did you come from?
Well, that's a bit of a complicated question right now. We just moved back home this summer from Belgium.
Really?
Yes.
Did you go fishing in Belgium too? Did you have the opportunity?
Yes, not far from us. We lived near Brussels. There was a fish pond there where the boys registered and got a membership after a few years. Until then, we traveled around the country. The Netherlands, Belgium, the North Sea.
So you really do love fishing.
You got to experience the beauties and downsides of foreign fishing culture up close. As a woman, this is an interesting thing. So I'm not asking your husband, but as a woman, what do you notice about this? Where do you think the opportunities for fishing are better? Where is the culture more developed?
Definitely in Hungary. So then let's rather go out to Lake Balaton or to the banks of the Danube. That's much, much closer to nature.
Of course, we also made sure that the guests coming here have something to eat. Today's menu was beef goulash soup and very delicious, flavorful stuffed cabbage, which was prepared for us by the chef of the Pirto Equestrian Inn. I was happy to introduce the new by Döme team feeder, Kaivo long cast feeder rods, to those who were interested. The Black Edition Kaivo long range are big carp rods developed for long distance fishing, and the new Kaivo pole rods. But of course, not just in theory, but in practice as well. I tried to explain to both children and adults how, by adopting the best possible posture, they can cast their rigs to long distances with relative ease. You see, a good cast may seem simple, but it's actually quite complex, so I tried to show and explain to everyone how to hold their hands, how to position themselves, what kind of stable stance to take, and what the correct posture is in order to ultimately be able to cast really long distances with ease. It's not rocket science, but you do have to learn it, since no one was born already knowing how to do this in their mother's womb. Everyone who was here today who was with us definitely had a good time. Did you like it? Would you like to take part in this? It's not too late yet. Come tomorrow. Let's spend a fantastic day in Kiskunhalas at the Ezusto Fishing Center. We're waiting for you too.